So I'm a solicitor. I've been a solicitor now for 23 years, and I run my bookkeeping and accounts through Xero. So before joining the program, I wasn't aware of what I was doing wrong. I just thought it was a matter of putting things in and then making sure they tally up. But there's just so much that you have to do beforehand. And one of the biggest things that you said when I went to the free webinar was, if your accounts don't tally up, don't even take it to the accountant. And that really resonated with me. So I started looking, do my accounts tally up, and found that there were some things which didn't. And so I had to do a lot of bookkeeping things first in Xero. Well, I was worried about joining another program. I normally join coaching programs. I haven't joined something like this before. But I was really convinced by the webinar and also your YouTube channel as well. So I did a lot of background research to find out more about you and what you offer. And then I thought, no, I definitely need to join this program. Best business decision I have made, best money I've spent. And so, yeah, I've been able to liaise better with my accountant and bookkeeper. I filed a really nice VAT return and was able to understand what exactly I was filing. Whereas before, I didn't realize all the things that go into filing the VAT return. I realized if I'd have not done this course and not known what to look for, I was going to pay over £600, £660 extra in VAT return.
So you've already made back the course price.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I've been able to make a decision now to say I'm going to take on people to assist me and when I'm going to be able to take them on. And really, it's helped with forecasting. Before, I did a forecast in Xero and I thought, oh my goodness, I've got to come out of this because I couldn't see the cash flow, how it was going to. But now, since doing the course, I've seen, because I've gone through some of the sessions, I've been able to see how to do the cash flow forecast better in Xero and how to do planning. So I'm really enjoying sort of every day just going into Xero and just cleaning it up and seeing what's happening.
Amazing, Rachel. I'm loving this. Okay. It's amazing hearing how the program's already paid off for you. Before joining the program, were you worried about the time commitment, and how are you finding in terms of the time to fit in learning Xero?
Yeah, that was a concern. I thought, oh, I'm going to do another course, and it's not directly related to law, so I was concerned about the time. But what I find is I just, if I come up against a problem, I go and find the course, or although the Mondays, the live sessions, I've missed some, but I go and watch the recording.
Oh, do you?
And so some of the problems, we're all facing the same problems probably as business owners. So I pick up some of the tips there that I was thinking about myself, that I was struggling with. And then looking at the course, and then I don't do everything in one go. If I need to know something, I go and have a look at it. And then also it prompts me to, you don't know what you don't know. So sometimes you look at the course and then you realize you need to make adjustments and things. So I don't see it like an academic thing. It's just something I can dip in and out of to solve specific problems.
Yes, and that's the way I've kind of designed it. It's not saying that you feel like you have to work it from beginning to end. It's very much you dip into the areas that you need help with. And
Yeah.
so you said, like, even when you miss the live Q&As, you found the recordings really helpful. Is that correct?
Yeah, the recording's really helpful because we've mostly all got the same problems as small business.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what if someone was considering doing the program, but they were like on the fence, what would you say to them?
If you're wanting to understand more about Xero, then definitely. And if you, I think, to be fair, if you're using Xero or contemplating using Xero, then you should definitely do this course, because you're going to understand that Xero actually is your tool to business success. So you need to know how to use it properly. Yeah, it's easy to get around. There's video recordings and cheat sheets and things like that. It's not difficult to find out what you're looking for. And I think it's really good. It's not complicated. I've done another course. It was a coaching course. And within 14 days, I didn't get my money back because I probably didn't read the small print. But I really wanted to, because it was just too much to do. I wouldn't have the time. But I find with this, it complements what you're doing in terms of, it seems a bit odd to do a course in Xero because you think leave it to the accountant or the bookkeeper. But to be honest, it's really important not to leave it to the bookkeeper and the accountant, but to understand what you're doing. And so you can keep tabs on them and then make the better use. So, for example, with my VAT return, I was able to ask the accountant specific questions so that I've learned from the Xero course, which would then enable me to know what to ask the accountant. Basically,
Yes.
I think it's about knowing what to ask the accountant, because the accountant's not necessarily going to tell you that information unless you ask, and you won't know what you need to ask unless you do a course like this one. So I think it's a really good investment.
Awesome. Thank you. So any closing comments?
Yeah, I would just say people might think it's just for bookkeepers or accountants. But I think if you're a business owner, then it's a really good investment as well, so that you can think of, being the own financial advisor in your business, and really understanding how it works, the mechanics behind it all.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. I mean, that's definitely how one of the programs come across. It's not just about teaching you to do Xero, but actually I talk about it's replacing bookkeeper, but also where you would go and seek that financial director who would
Yeah.
help you understand your reports. I wanted to pull that in so that people can actually understand their numbers.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. With the comparison, I never knew about that before, where you can compare the years. You showed us how to do that. So you
Yes.
can compare last year, the year before, to what's happening this year. So there's all different things inside there that you won't know is available unless you do this course. I wouldn't have known how to find out all this information.